Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel, and today we're going to be working on the Camaro. Really, I wasn't even going to record this part, but I figured I'll just throw together a little video for you guys. So I'm prepping for having the car wrapped. We're going to do a two-tone color. The hood and spoiler will be a separate color from the rest of the body. I was originally going to go with a matte chrome red. It was going to look pretty sweet, but it's over double the price of what a normal wrap would cost, and it's just too much. No matter how bad I want it, it's just too much for what I want to spend on a wrap. So we're going with another color that I really like. You guys will see that. But what I really want to do, I had some bubbles before I bought this car. A father and son owned it and they repainted it, and you can tell like the fender and the door are slightly different colors, and the A-pillar is sprayed really lightly compared to the rest of the car. So by no means is the paint job perfect. It's far from it, but for a father and son paint job, it actually turned out pretty dang well. I'm actually very surprised, but it's not what I want the car to be, so we're going to be changing it. And before we do so, the back bumper had some bubbles on it. You can see here I've went ahead and got rid of the bubbles. I'll post up some pictures of the bubbles that were in it. I took a razor blade, cut the bubble off so as not to flake any more than necessary, and then I sanded the surface smooth so we don't have any big ridges or anything like that you'll be able to see through the wrap. So I went ahead and took care of that. And then on this side there weren't bubbles, but right after they had got done painting the car, he was backing out of a parking spot and somebody came by and scraped up this side of it, and which left some gouges in it, so I just kind of went and smoothed that out. That's nice and smooth now, and with a wrap over top of it you'll never see it. So that's one thing. Wraps don't cover all dents and dings and scratches and all of that, so you need to keep that in mind. If you're going to have your vehicle wrapped, you're still going to see a lot of those imperfections, especially depending on the color that you go with. So I want to make this look pretty decent. Now I know, since owning the car, like the bumper, they didn't use a lot of fasteners like up in here. A lot of the fasteners are actually missing along here, and I believe that's due to the body kit that's actually on this. This is an 85, nothing special, not an IROC, not an RS, nothing like that, but they went ahead and put the body kit from one on, and on the front they had some self tappers holding the front clip on. I kind of did a countersunk flathead screw here to kind of clean it up. It's still, I would like to get rid of it, but they've already drilled holes in it, and I'd rather buy a new one than try to fix this one. But for now this will do. I'm not too upset about that, I guess. But really it was the back bumper that was the main issue. But now that I've got those bubbles taken care of, those are all gone, smoothed out, it's removing some of the dents. So I already know that when they did this, they actually did take it all down to bare metal and primer, and they repainted the whole car. But I know, being in the auto body correction kind of industry or business, I know when I see previous body work. So I can tell looking down a panel that it has had fillers and possibly Bondo, and I'm going to fix a lot of these dents by PDR, paintless dent removal, but it's kind of iffy. I don't want to do any glue pulling because I don't know how thick this paint is, how well it's adhered. Also, I don't know where and how much body fillers and stuff there are on this, especially on the quarters. But when I look down it, I can tell there are some, so I need to be very gentle when pushing, and I don't want to glue pull as to rip off any paint or break any Bondo or fillers or anything like that. So I have to be very careful with that. So I'm going to be going through and just kind of removing any dents and dings. I'm not sure you guys will be able to see it. I'll get my light on it and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the dents, but I'm just going to be kind of cleaning the car up and preparing it for wrapping it. So stay tuned for the car to be wrapped, and I really hope you guys enjoy that video. And besides that, I'm just gonna kind of get you guys set up so you guys can see some of the dents and dings, and then I gotta get to work on removing it. I'm not gonna make a 20-minute video of me removing dents, but we're gonna go ahead and just show you what I'm gonna be working on. But if you look down the body line, it's probably hard to see on camera, but using the reflection of the light, like I can see one right here, there's probably 30 of them on this door as you go down the panel, but it is extremely hard to see in the camera. But there's one here, you guys can't see that one. They're all littered down this body line, and basically I'm using the reflection of that light, the reflection, and I'm going to go in down through the door, and I'm going to slowly push and massage all these little dents and dings out of the door. And we're going to do that to every panel I can find dents on that I know aren't just covered in fillers. And but a lot of these, there's just like a small ripple that you'll never actually see unless you actually get down like this and look down. So like I said, I'm just going to remove what I can, the obvious ones. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than what it was, and you're not going to notice any dents and dings on the vehicle, especially once the wrap is over it. The wrap will cover up very small imperfections such as ripples, but dents and dings of a certain depth and scratches, you will see that through a wrap. So it's best to kind of prep. You can push through a wrap, you can fix dents through a wrap, but it's a lot easier to just go ahead and get the car cleaned up as much as possible before wrapping the vehicle. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So as far as doors, it's really all I'm doing is kind of working my way down the body line, removing what I can. There are a few I'll have to come in here with a whale tail, a flat tool, and kind of get some of those because they're behind bracing in here, so you can't access them with a normal little door hook. Go in there, we'll remove all of those, and then I'll start working on the quarter. I'll come through the tail light and kind of remove some of the dents and dings in the rear part of the quarter. And then the fenders are in pretty dang good condition, so I'll just be doing both doors and both quarters and calling it good. I think there's one on the roof. I'll go in through the headliner in the back through the hatch and remove it because it's right by the back window. So I know you can't really see what I'm removing because I'd have to set the camera up basically right where I am looking down the body line. And really, I'm just going in here, anything above this body line right here and above I can get to with this door hook, and kind of I'm basically going in here and massaging those dents out by pushing. And then once you get to the body line, there is a brace that runs across here, and then you got the window tracks and everything that you got to work around, which can kind of make it a pain to get that hook in there. So you get a flat tool like this, and you can come down like so. I can look down the body line, I can see the dents, and I can get this whale tail behind. I can get the whale tail right behind this bracing in here, and I can get in there and massage that body line back out. Like I raised one dent right here. Obviously you guys can't see it, but it's a little bit higher than the rest of the panel. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna knock it back down to a smooth surface. There she is. So now I can do that with basically all the dents that run down this door and smooth it out. And that's basically the process that I'm going to be running through today. And depending on how motivated I am today, I'll probably finish it up tomorrow because it is got the garage door open, so it's a little humid here in the garage. So go ahead and get as much of it done here now, and probably finish up tomorrow. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time.